What's going on, guys? Hope you're all doing well and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while, but life happens and you just gotta do what you do to get through it. And here we are back at it. Got two fragrances for you, one for the fall and winter and one for the spring and summer. Let's get into it. Okay, let's start off with the fall and winter fragrance, given that we're in the tail end of winter and all. There's none other than 2007 release of Tom Ford Oud Wood. Bit more on the pricier side of things, I'm not gonna lie. And I've got an interesting story about this one in regards to purchases and my fragrance journey for that matter. Yeah, my mom picked this up for me back in 2023, and she got it from a liquidation store, and upon sniffing it out and trying it, it was pretty nice, but something told me it was fake because every time we sprayed the atomizer, it would leak. It was more like a mist than an actual spray of juice. And that being said, the thing wouldn't last more than 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, something's not right here. So fast forward a few months into the year. Yeah, I picked up a bottle again at the fragrance store at Tanger Outlets in Innisfil. And this what happens to be the real deal and a lot more money. Definitely wasn't 20 bucks. This came out to $500 flat retail, but that was right before I got into online discounters. However, live and learn, right? And got the bottle right here. Took the top sleeve off, it's pretty neat. This is from their private line. Mind you, I don't own any of their mainstream ones like Ombre Leather, etc. But I only own my two only Tom Fords I own are from the private line. Got a unique cap, reflective. Put a nice little dent in it. I always freak out. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna run out. Relax, Jason. There's lots left over. Being that's $500 and all. But yeah, check her out. Going on skin as usual. Love it. I'm personally a blind buyer myself. A lot of fragrance influencers and reviewers don't recommend blind buying, but I'm a huge sucker for blind buying, and whether I like it or not, I'm gonna use it because I put my money into it. I want to make the most of it. But I thoroughly enjoy this one. Probably because it's my first ever expensive purchase, but either way, it's a good fragrance nonetheless. And yeah, I must say, Richard Herpen did a phenomenal job with this fragrance, Tom Ford Oud Wood. And there's a lot of notable differences between the fake and the real, obviously. The longevity on it, as I told you, was no more than 20 minutes, the bootleg one. Gave that one away to my friend at the time. And then with the real deal, here in my hands, this one lasts a good long time, 8 to 12 hours. Projection sillage is okay. I give it a 2 out of 10. You don't get a foot for more than, you get a foot from at least 1 hour, but then it becomes a skin scent, but the longevity is still there. With that 8 to 12 hour duration. But yeah, it dies down really quickly, projection wise. This I'd use for dates, business meetings, formal use, dressed up for sure. One time I wore this to the gym and I got a lot of head turns, both men and women. For better or for worse, I don't know. But given that it's like a oudy, it's a woody fragrance, if touches of leather, I'd assume meh, could go either way. I'd hope for the best, at least, but let's just say I haven't worn it there since. But let's go into the note breakdown though. Can't stop smelling my hand. You have a mix of oud, Brazilian rosewood, cardamom, sandalwood, Sichuan pepper, vanilla, vetiver, tonka bean, and amber. I don't really get the vanilla and tonka bean in it. It's very wood heavy fragrance, of course. Obviously the name suggests oud wood. I do get a cardamom mixed with vetiver for sure. And it kind of adds in that leather accord to it alongside the woods. You definitely notice the leather scent in the dry down. And one of my friends was like, "Oh, what are you wearing? That stinky perfume." I told him Tom Ford Oud Wood. But yeah, this one, I do pick up a lot of leather alongside the wood. The woody base to it, that is. Yeah, that's Tom Ford Oud Wood. Good for fall and winter seasons, that is. Now moving on to the warmer seasons, spring and summer. Got the 2011 release of Neroli Portofino by Tom Ford. No, this one I didn't buy for retail. I wisened up a few months later and bought it on an online discounter of Fragrance Buy. Still a hefty chunk of money, $329 at least after tax. But yeah, since then, 2.5 years ago, I haven't bought private line Tom Ford since. Just enjoying these two here. Definitely recommend this one for the spring and summer. Touches of Neroli, citruses that is. Again, magnetic cap. Got a nice turquoise bottle, say. And then, yeah, we'll go on our rate. Whew, very bright, very clean. I must say with Neroli Portofino. Oh, I nearly burned my nostrils there with the spray. Just inhaling that for the third time. I must say the longevity on it could be a little bit better. Personally, I get no more than 3 to 5 hours. And immediately skin scent half an hour into wearing it. But mind you, I was wearing this during the fall and winter, foolishly speaking. Haven't worn this in the spring or summer yet, but I'm sure it'll do a lot better in those warmer seasons, for sure, without a doubt. I will give this another wearing in the spring and summer and let you all know whether it exceeds the 5 hours or not that I mentioned. Yeah, this one can actually be dressed up or down. Formal, casual occasions, work to the gym, do what you want. This one's a bit more easygoing than Oud Wood and a bit laid back, as bright and fresh as it is, that is. And yeah, one I thoroughly enjoy too. Nice and clean, cannot go wrong with it. And men and women can actually rock these two. The Oud Wood and Neroli Portofino, that is. They both cater to the unisex line of things. And mind you, all fragrances are unisex. It's down to personal preference and overall skin chemistry. For example, I could rock a women's fragrance due to my skin chemistry matching with that scent, just like you ladies can rock men's fragrances, certain men's fragrances, due to your skin chemistry matching that scent, and obviously our personal preferences, needless to say. But yeah, going into the note breakdown too, for Neroli Portofino, we got top consisting of bergamot, mandarin orange, lemon, bitter orange, lavender, rosemary, and myrtle. Then your mid has African orange flower, neroli, jasmine, and pittosporum. I'm not even going to bother pronouncing that again. Hopefully I got it right the first or second time. And your base has amber, amberette, aka musk mallow, and angelica. Very neat. Yeah, this is definitely a very citrus floral fragrance, nonetheless. Neroli Portofino, which is no surprise, catered to the spring and summer, for that matter. But yeah, these two are Tom Ford Oud Wood and Tom Ford Neroli Portofino. I'll put links in the description for you to buy them. These ain't cheap by any means. And hopefully some affordable alternatives from Maison Alhambra or what have you. They do a good job at cloning these two and their Tom Ford private line, that is. But yeah, if you liked the video, you know what to do. Please give her a thumbs up, share and subscribe. I appreciate each and every one of you. Comment your thoughts down below on what you want to see going forward. I'll catch you in the next video. Cheers.